I'm back. And we're back on this live stream action. Madden 18 franchise with updated rosters for the Dallas Cowboys. What is it? You know, a week or so away before training camp starts. So, yeah, we're about to have some fun during this live stream. Okay, so in the last episode that we left off of, we took care of business. I'm going to go quickly to the league schedule and show you what we did. So during the last live stream, we took care of business. Obviously, I did simulate through this a little bit, but we took care of business against the Eagles in a overtime thriller where our backup quarterback, Mike White, got the start and threw a game-winning touchdown pass in overtime to the tight end, Jeff Swain, for the win. And we beat the Chargers by 28 points on Thanksgiving. So it's grind time, based on the title of this live stream, because we are in the pursuit of a good playoff position. We have, 5 more weeks left in the regular season. The Eagles are still, I think, number one in the division. I'll check that in a little bit. But look at the rest of the schedule. Our next game is against the Redskins at home on another Thursday night game. Then we're at the Giants, at the Raiders, home against the Seahawks, and against the Eagles on the road. So checking out the league standings right now, the Eagles should still be number one. I'm pretty sure they are. Let's go ahead and take a look and see where they are in the NFC. Eagles actually are not number one. It's still the Vikings, Bears, Falcons, us, Eagles, Seahawks. We all have a 7-4 record, but the division leaders are the Vikings, the Falcons, us right now, because we beat the Eagles, so we own a tiebreaker there. We got to beat them twice, I think, really to own that tiebreaker. The Seahawks are division leaders. And let's see, North. Yeah, I know. South, Falcons. East, Cowboys. West, Seahawks. Okay, so those are the division leaders: Vikings, Falcons, Cowboys, and Seahawks. Those are the division leaders in the NFC right now. So let's go ahead and get right into this. We're going to, of course, skip the whole scouting thing. It's like I said in the last two live streams. I'm only doing one season of this with the updated rosters, basically just to pass the time until Madden 19 comes out in August. So let's go ahead and jump right into the weekly training. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way, taken care of. Just going to sim, start training, and we're going to fast forward through this. How's everyone's Saturday going? How's everyone's weekend been? Hopefully it's been relaxing. I'm not going to lie, where I'm living right now, it is hot as hell in Lubbock. We are in the hundreds. We've basically been in the hundreds the entire week, so I'm definitely sweating. I got to have my fan turned all the way up here in my house, and yeah, still sweating like a pig, though. It doesn't even matter. All right, so let's go ahead and get down to business against the Redskins back at home. Play full game, absolutely. Now, in real life, this is a game where the Cowboys wore the color rush. And actually, it says it right there. Let me see if the uniforms are still looking okay. If we have the color rush on. Yeah, we do. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and rock with those for the second game in a row because I've told y'all I love the color rush uniforms. Good thing is about this live stream is that we have our starting quarterback, Dak Prescott, back. He came back against the Chargers in the previous week, and he played very well. So, you know, this is potentially a big game because, the Redskins are 6-5, but if they win against us, they could pretty much launch themselves back into position and maybe grab that spot from the Eagles. Because based on the standings that I looked at, it seems like the top half of all the teams in the NFC who have very good records, they're all at 7-4, including us. So it's going to be a pretty tight race for all of the playoff seedings based on what we're going through during this mode. So, yeah. I didn't check the AFC, but I'll probably check them after we get done with this game just to see what the rest of the NFL is doing. My guess is that the Patriots are still number one in the AFC. They have to be the number one seed based on the talent alone, and they've even upgraded talent this offseason. Yep, here's the playoff picture. You know, as you saw in the last bit, those are the division leaders. The Eagles have been basically put in the wild card slot because we beat them 2 weeks ago, so that was a big win for us. So, but, you know, we just got to keep winning. We can't really let up. you know, in real life, this is what the Cowboys were going through. They really just couldn't let up at all. They had to keep playing. They had to keep being aggressive. And just the way the NFL was last year, everything was really tight as far as the wild card race, and it's still really tight. So yeah. Interesting thing about this game against the Redskins is that we're facing old Dallas Cowboy Orlando Scandrick. My guess is that based on his overall, he's probably a starter for the team, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Biggest difference with us facing the Redskins in this mode is that we're playing against Alex Smith, who is a good quarterback. You know, I know most people were thinking, you know, oh, you know, they got rid of Kirk Cousins, who led him to the playoffs the year before. It's like, well, I mean, they got to the playoffs in 2015 because the Cowboys were basically hurt. Romo was out for the whole year, Dez was out for the whole year, and that really started to begin his decline. The defense had issues because Sean Lee kept getting hurt again. He had another injury-filled season pretty much in 2015. So, you know, I was pretty much guessing that during the offseason Washington was going to get rid of Kirk Cousins and maybe look for another quarterback. And then literally the first time, literally when the offseason first kicked off, they traded for Alex Smith. And I was like, well, see ya, Kirk Cousins. And sure enough, he went to the Vikings. So I guess they're thinking they got their new franchise quarterback. Although I kind of feel like they should have at least kept Case Keenum, and the Broncos, I think, are overpaying for him based on 1 year of success that he's had, because Keenum's basically been a backup his whole career. And one good year, he's given the keys to the car for the Denver Broncos. He's, you know, their head guy, because it's like, oh, you know, we got this great defense led by Von Miller, and we got great DBs. It's like, well, we don't have a quarterback. Yeah, well, you guys still might not have one. You know, Paxton Lynch didn't really work out. Trevor Siemian didn't do so great. You know, you guys are, I don't know. You guys are really, I'm not thinking too much. Maybe, I shouldn't say thinking too much. I'm thinking maybe just not making the best personnel decisions in that regard. The Broncos should have drafted a quarterback. I don't think they should have upgraded anything with their defense. Good tip away by Chidobe Awuzie there, and we're going to get off the field. I called kind of the wrong defense there. I don't know why I went to a man-up 3 deep. I don't know why I picked that play, because, you know, you only call that play if you're in a Hail Mary situation, which the Redskins were not. But great job by Chidobe Awuzie tipping the ball. Excellent job by him. So we're already off to a pretty decent start in this one.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Beasley now.
One of the first live streams that I did. Oh, get that block. Oh my gosh, I juked the wrong way. Oh well. But anyway, in the first live stream that I ever did with audio, I played just a regular game against the Redskins. It was like when the rosters, these updated rosters first came out. Van Der Esch and you know, was on the team, and had pretty much the same uniforms for the Cowboys. Had those color rush uniforms on. So let's get going on offense. Let's give it to Zeke and see what he can do. Good block. There we go. There we go. Solid run. Gain of 15 yards. Good Zeke. Nice job. Let's keep it going here.
I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync.
Got Beasley over the middle. There we go. Another first down. Oh, breaks up the tackle. There we go.
While controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense.
I feel like this game is going to lose some luster next year because you don't have Dez and on the Cowboys anymore, and he and Josh Norman would always be going at each other. Even when Norman was playing for the Panthers, he would still be going at Dez, and I think the league, I mean, maybe more importantly, like sportscasters, sports writers, they're going to miss that thing. You know, Dez and Josh Norman had beef, and Dez will never, and Dez, you know, may deny it a little bit, but it was true. Those two, that battle that they had is something for the ages. Maybe not for the ages, but it's just one of the good, you know, man-on-man battles for, just, you know, as far as a receiver and a corner. And Darrelle Revis is retired, so everybody's talking about, like, okay, who's going to be the next shutdown corner in the league? And Josh Norman could be that. I just think he talks too much. He doesn't let his play just back it up. He just kind of tries to back it up with his mouth. First down with Zeke up the middle, easy money.
First down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Goal was to get 75 rushing yards with Zeke. Well, let's try to maybe get 25 more of those. I wish. I just want one game where Zeke just busts through the hole and the defense just has no answer for him. They can't stop him. Oh my goodness. Wow.
He's at the 30.
Oh! I thought we caught him at the 1. Dang it. Wow. That was a terrible decision. I don't know why I decided to dump it off to the flat. I saw the DB coming and I just let it fly anyway. Oh, that was a bad idea. Alright, well. Let's get the ball back. We're going to have to go down the field again. I mean, that was my own fault. I'm not gonna blame it on, you know, Dak's attributes or his throw power, his throw accuracy, or anything like that, because my thumbs are not the best when it comes to Madden, and I don't know if they ever will be, quite frankly. I'm just doing this because I'm bored and I like to have fun. I like to play video games occasionally. Although, obviously, for those of y'all that have been maybe looking at my channel, I haven't really posted a lot of live streams in a row for a while now. Just because I have a bunch of writing jobs and my life can get pretty busy to the point where I put video games as one of the last things on my, you know, to-do list as far as things that I need to get done for the day. For the week, I should say. So yeah. I don't want to call something else because they're creeping up there. Oh my goodness! You didn't block him? Come on, Zeke. God. I know I audibled, but you should still know. Oh, he audibled. I need to pick up the blitz. Yeah, for real, Zeke. Come on, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, threw another one. Oh great. This is starting off the exact wrong way I wanted to. 2 picks on the first 2 drives. Oh great. Man, we're already about to be in a hole after this.
It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw.
Come on, get off your blocks.
Interceptions.
Oh my God. We just... We let Alex Smith roll out and just run it into the end zone. 1 play and that's all it took for the Skins to do that. Golly.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the lead hitter and you don't expect him to.
I can't throw another pick in this one. I just can't do it again. I just can't do it again. I want to get Zeke going. Offensive line, you guys got to set up your blocks. All right, I'm not going in full panic mode yet. Wish Tavon Austin would get loose, get a decent return. I've yet to have a good return with him in this game.
The Cowboys offense.
All right, well, we're still going to go to the air because we just need some yards. We just need to get on the board soon. We can't keep having wasted drives like this.
A lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to
Dak's already thrown 2 picks in this game.
Typically, those scripts go between 12 and
Definitely not the way we wanted to start this one out.
Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
All right, good cutback, Zeke. There we go, first time. I'm just going to run it with Zeke when we absolutely need yardage. Let's skip the quarter break. We want to get right back to playing because I usually get like this when I'm down by a few touchdowns and I just want to get scores like now.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Thompson got free. There we go. Pass. Now we're moving the ball. I just made some terrible reads on those 2 picks. I really did. That was all my fault. I'll eat that. We're not out of this yet. Not by a long shot. Here we go. More blocks with Zeke. Good juke. There we go. 58 yards already in the first half. That's at least a decent start for Zeke. He hasn't started off like that in a good minute, I'd say, as far as me playing this mode, this franchise.
Two big plays in succession.
Right,
Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
There we go. Cut back into the end zone for 6. Good job, Zeke. Back in it now. There we go.
His 14th touchdown now of the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in.
Definitely needed that touchdown.
They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure
right.
out how we're going to
right back in this one.
Because on that particular play, they had no answer.
We basically gave the Redskins those. We just gave the Redskins those 2 touchdowns. Should be 7-0 right now. It's like, well, it ain't.
That'll be taken in the
So,
end zone.
you gotta
And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
get back to
and it comes
business.
out to the 25-yard line.
On defense.
As they come onto the field.
Right, let's go, y'all.
Football to be played in this season. We're only in
You're
November.
aggressive on your aggressive down there on that D line. Get pressure on Alex Smith. There we go. Nice tackle. Was that Lillard? Yeah, Lillard's been good this year. One of the most sure tacklers on the team. Yeah, she don't negotiate his deal just to make him feel good. Even though we're only going to go through one year of this and I'm done playing this franchise. Please get the updated rosters. Oh, come on. I can't get off my block. Really? There we go. Nice hit. Get him down. All right. Well, we just let him gain 8 yards. With a blitz. There's some heat in Alex Smith's face.
You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
Here we go. Tackle Jeffy. Lost yardage on that one, so punt. Nice job. All right, get the ball back, go down the field, and let's tie this ball game up. Please, come on, guys, we got to get back in this thing.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football.
Can't get any decent yards in the return game.
A big boot that time.
I feel like I never can.
Yards, the official distance.
I'm pretty sure during my time owning Madden 18, I've yet to return a punt or a kickoff return for a touchdown in this game.
Ready to go again here on
Pretty sure.
offense as he shuffles out of the field.
Get back to work on
Sure
offense.
looking like a lock for a
There we go.
1,000-yard season. Don't know
Oh,
if
did he
he's
drop
gonna get it
that?
in this game,
Oh.
but he'd probably like to just to get past
Come on,
that.
Hearns.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you
Gotta catch
noted,
those.
There's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime
Nope,
you
I
get
don't
over
like that one
1,000
either.
yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
Flag?
And,
That
he's
face
gonna be
mask?
brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags.
Oh, okay.
This is gonna get
Thank
the
you.
first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Awesome. Thank you for being stupid, sir.
Nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They
All right,
typically
first down. There we go.
having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now,
Norman
it's a lot easier.
creeping
You see
over
it,
there.
You call it.
His face scan is well done in this game.
After the penalty, it's out.
There we go, Zeke.
There's some space here.
Outside, there we go.
Midfield.
Good run.
Gonna get this all the way down.
99 yards in the first half for Zeke. That's what we like.
Yards on the ground.
Killing them in the running game so far.
Because when I watch him, I think
Keep going at it.
straight ahead.
Let's go at these Redskins all night.
Sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set
Hopefully we
them
gain
apart
just 1 yard and he's over
defensively.
100. Yeah, he's at 100 yards
33.
in the
Just
first
a yard
half.
on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and
2-minute
9.
warning.
2 minutes to play here.
And
in
we're
the
driving.
First half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
this. Let Dak just run it up the middle with a QB draw. Why not? Oh, we can go ahead and go no huddle.
It's going to be a game of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Oh my goodness. I don't know why I picked that play. I don't think I want that one. Play broke down. I'm just going to run it. Not with me.
His rookie year, Dak not afraid to run with it. And he did there to pick up the first. First down now, but the clock continues.
Nothing wrong with running with Dak. He's got those legs. Here you go. Hearns, nice grab. First down, baby.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Shoot. I don't know why I picked this one.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Just roll out with Dak. Just let him walk it into the end zone. Easy. There we go.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his first touchdown.
There we go.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Back in it now.
Here's Bailey now for the extra
It's
point.
like, I just let them get ahead with interceptions. How about that? I just let them get ahead by 14 points by throwing those 2 picks. Let's go with that.
It's awfully nice to have a
All right.
who can make things happen.
Get another stop on defense, and we are really cooking.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
It's really amazing to think that football season, as far as NFL training camp, is kicking off in about a week. It really is amazing, because I feel like just yesterday the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I'm just glad that the NFL is finally coming back. Somebody needs to knock the Eagles off that perch. Just can't stand the fact that they won the Super Bowl. And for years, their fans are going to be bragging about it, because it's going to be the only ring they're going to taste for a long time. So, hopefully a long time. That's a tough thing about. Oh, was that a pick? Wow! Why did they throw that? Why did they do that, y'all? He threw it right to Jeff Heath. Oh, look at that catch, though. Sick. Oh, yeah, that is definitely an interception. Unbelievable. They're just going to... Now they're giving us just opportunities to score. All right, we got 18 seconds left. We got all 3 timeouts. We got the ball on what, the 39-yard line? I'm not going to be too aggressive here, but I like to maybe complete just one pass because I don't want to risk running the ball with Zeke and having him just get stuffed. And I just... why did I do that? I just threw... Oh, my God. Dak has 3 interceptions in the first half. Unbelievable. I just squandered any chance to get ahead before that happened. I should have just run it. Oh my goodness. I'm really making it hard on myself in this game. Good sack. There we go. Good sack, Lawrence. And that'll just take us to the end of the half. Well, the good news is, yeah, we do. We get the ball to start the second half, so I'll take that. And that'll do it for the first half.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports.
3 interceptions in that first half. Just giving it to him, basically. Well, on that 3rd interception, they didn't do anything with the drive, so it's not like that was a complete crapshoot.
We'll have 2 teams playing 2 quarters to decide a winner. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half.
Here's what it is.
The pass ends up being picked off. Redskins take advantage and return it for a TD. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now following the interception, Smith's going to take off here, and he'll take it in for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. Cowboys have it early in the second. Elliott's able to get clear of the defense, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Cowboys trail now by just 7. Now 1st and 10 on the carry. There goes Ezekiel Elliott. He'll end up running for over 20 yards on the play. Continuing.
Zeke ran the ball well in that first half, which is what I like. We at least got him going in this one.
Brand new at 14.
Alex Smith has only thrown for 11 yards in this game. I don't know what the total yardage is for the Redskins, but it's probably not that much. Mostly because every drive that they've started, every drive that they just started regularly, getting the ball kicked off or punted to them was they went 3 and out on those drives. But on the drives, one of their touchdowns was a pick six, and the other one was was a pick, and they got it down to like inside the 10. So they just ran it with Alex Smith. Kind of funny. It's like they ran it with Alex Smith. Yeah, they did. He rolled all the way out to the left, and nobody touched him until he was in the end zone. At least that's what it felt like. Here we go. Go Hearns! Great throw and catch down the sideline. There we go. Got to get Dak's confidence up. He's thrown 3 interceptions in this one. Back to the ground with Zeke. 71 yards receiving for Mr. Hearns. He's having a pretty good game so far. All right, let's go, Zeke. There we go. Break that tackle. There we go. Get that block. Down about the 2-yard line. Just grounding and pounding with Zeke. 2 plays, and we're already at the 2-yard line. How about that? But we got a decent return with Tavon Austin. So.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs.
Swing in motion, let's go. 94 wheel. Oh, he's in the end zone anyway. It doesn't matter. I thought somebody missed the block, and that was going to be the reason we didn't get him. But point being, that didn't happen, and Zeke has his second rushing touchdown of the night. And we're up 21-14. Well, we will be up with the extra point.
Joel just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that Joel puts them in the lead.
And it's good.
Terrific job by him. He is
all right, got the lead back. Well, back for the first time in this one. 21-14 now. Bounce back on that drive. Back to 3 interceptions in that first half.
Touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
All right.
Trail offense, first time
back on defense.
Keep
the pressure on Alex.
See what they can do.
There you go.
To see what they have planned.
Oh, pick! Is that Earl? Yeah, it is. Oh, nice. Man, Jeff Heath got one. Now Earl gets one. Third pick for Earl Thomas this season. That's the Earl Thomas factor for you. How about that?
He tried to drive that football into a tight spot.
There have been a little, there's been some rumblings during the week that Earl Thomas is just flat out not going to show up when the Seahawks start training camp. It's like, seriously, Jerry, he's there. Make a trade for him. Or if anything, the Seahawks are going to be like, okay, well, he's not going to stay here, so we need to find a way to get rid of him. Let's trade him to the Cowboys. Let's bump our offer down from what we had on draft night, and let's just get him out of here so we can start the Legion of Boom over again. 117 yards for Zeke, averaging 10.6 yards per carry. How about that? Well, Zeke's back to his old form in this game. I think this is his first 100-yard rushing game in, like, forever. Feels like forever. As I recall, I feel like that should have been a face mask. He's driving him down by his face mask on that play. 3rd and 8. I want to take advantage of getting that Thomas interception.
Hard to get him started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, it's
Prescott. Should have went to Williams. He got open for a little bit, but I didn't trust Dax on him. He's already thrown 3 interceptions in this game. No, I'm just going to have to punt for the first time tonight.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
And hopefully that's enough to do it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Not allowed at the 14-yard line. Could have been worse. Could have been better. So.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, one play interception.
All right, D.
So this offense, they should be fresh.
Keep the gas pedal down. Being aggressive.
And I can't wait to see when they decide to do
Alex Smith already threw 2 picks in this game.
drive where you throw an interception. A lot of people think the very
Only
next
5
time
yards
you
for
run the
Kelly.
football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
He held him
get
to
a
some
little
negative
confidence
plays
in
in this
and let
one.
him fling another one. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go.
It's Kelly.
Tackle Lillard.
Yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well
Defense.
as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate
Good ground on the
abandoning
first
things
2
during
downs.
the
See
game.
if he can do it
But here
again.
we are in the
Get
second
off
half.
this
I
field.
think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's
Oh,
get
looks
some
like Smith
passing
audible
game,
and
and
I
if you
didn't do
still want to
anything
get in
about
the
it.
hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to
Oh,
him.
pick that. Oh!
That way.
And this is
Almost had another one.
incomplete.
Damn, Alex Smith has only completed 3 passes in this game.
That confident
Whew.
veneer that you have,
That's awful.
it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy.
Really held him in check now. We've scored 21
Throwing in
unanswered
there, and you're
points.
right, those interceptions may
How
be
about
in the
that?
back of his mind.
Jay Gruden doesn't know what to do right now. He's like, what do I do?
Steps
I
into
wasn't
this
ready for
one,
this.
and this is a rocket. Here's Beasley.
Oh, I thought he could break that tackle, but I was wrong.
They'll call that a 61.
Beasley's got a little bit of strength, but he's not that strong.
And the offense will take over with a new set
right.
of downs. And let's
I want to
gaze
keep it
our
on the ground
attention
and
on Ezekiel Elliott.
pad
And he's
Zeke's
closing in
numbers.
on that number that all running backs circled beginning of
This
the
one
year.
is
The
over. I'll go
number
take a look at the
1,000.
season stats and see how Zeke is at, you know, in terms of maybe getting a 1,000-yard year. Because I'd like Zeke to get 1,000 yards rushing for the season because he should have gotten it. He would have got. I think he really would have gotten that last year if he
as well as your team, as well as your unit.
if he wasn't suspended for 6 games.
We run the football. We give you
Run it up the gut.
opportunities. He's
There
taking
we go.
advantage.
First down.
When you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably
Ground
want to
and
get
pound
there
there.
and get it.
Oh, he already has rushed for 1,000 yards.
Because
How
now
about
it
that?
becomes predominant,
Oh,
and you
great. We
wonder
still got
about
more
play
games to
calling
go
as
in the
well.
season.
Do you want to call plays to
Love
get
the fact that
out
graphic
of the
just
way,
flashed
or
on the
you
screen
still
right there.
calling plays to win the
It's
game
like
first?
it knew
becomes
that
the
I wanted to know how many
critical
yards Zeke has for the season.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Almost threw another one. Unbelievable.
Hold it. Got hit. Ball
And I don't know
pops
what
out.
is going on with my vision with Dak in this game.
You get a tight end like this,
I'd like to
you
throw
know
maybe
he's
at least
used to
one
dishing
touchdown
out
pass with him just to make him
punishment,
feel better.
but here, he's one that has to absorb
It
the
wouldn't cancel out those
contact,
3
and as a result,
interceptions, technically speaking, but
To throw
it
is
probably would just make
Prescott.
him feel a bit better.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight
Slam got a
end.
little bit of a spin move there,
Break
but
one
doesn't really
tackle,
do
but
much
then
after
quickly
that.
brought down, but a nice little gain.
26 yards
6
for
yards
Dak.
is the pickup, and that'll lead to a
Average
third
at
down.
best.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight
There you go,
end.
Slam, you're wide open.
Gives him much better
First down,
opportunity to convert on
easy.
3rd down.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just
We might really
across
just be
midfield.
passing it when we absolutely need to the rest of the way.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just to kind of, you know,
Many different ways to create space.
wind the clock down and play keep away. Time of possession.
Yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this
where the
break.
Cowboys were at their best
You're
in
watching the
2016.
NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
As y'all can
It's the
hear me
Cowboys with
drinking my
football. They'll be looking
soda.
to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th.
All right. 4th quarter underway.
Prescott looks
Let's
to
do
throw
this.
first.
Here we go, Jarwin.
Short one here, complete to the tight
Jarwin,
end.
this is what,
And
2nd
this time
reception in
he's
this
able to
game.
Take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on
Yep.
first.
2 for 14
Nice
yards.
pick up through the air, and I think a lot
The
of people
halfback
might expect
base
them to
here.
run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
There we go.
This is Elliott.
Good move, Zeke. Here we go. Oh, I thought he was going to break it and go all the way for the touchdown.
Down inside the 15.
Got tripped up by his shoelaces at the last
29
second.
yards at a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting
I'll tell you what, Zeke has been running absolutely fantastic in this one. O-line, you guys are getting a special steak dinner tonight. You've earned it. At least that's what I would do if I were the coach. Because Garrett won't do it. Clock going down for the rest of the Possessions. Oh, he said, "Get off me." Didn't run for a whole lot of yards, but that was still a great play. Yeah, we have the now 24th ranked rushing attack, and even though Zeke's ran for over 1,000 yards. Well, I'm guessing Todd Gurley and all the rest of the good backs are up there. I'll take a look at the league leaders after this game also and see how the rest of the league's doing as far as stats and who's leading the way, or who's leading Pro Bowl votes, stuff like that.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively.
3rd and 5.
Bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know the defensive guys are thinking right now, just stop
Beasley
them,
can get open
to the
over
ball.
the middle.
That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said
How about
key
that?
3rd
Let's see if
down.
we can get open in the
Highlight that
middle.
word, put it in bold here.
Oh, well, he was open, but he dropped it.
Incomplete.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you
Oh, Swain. You make big catches, but you also drop easy passes. Where's the middle ground? I guess there isn't one with Swain. If he's like that in real life, then major concerns at tight end for the Cowboys. But we kicked the field goal, and we're up by 10 points now. Redskins offense really hasn't done anything this whole game, so hopefully we can keep it that way. Because I really wanted a touchdown on that drive to really sort of bury this one, but that didn't happen, so we're going to have to keep playing.
That could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Throws this one out.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over.
On defense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
2 picks in this game, got a couple of sacks. Defense is balling. Come on. I'll be aggressive. Get him. Come on. Come on. Get him. Yes.
He will go down. A Cowboys sack.
2 sacks for DeMarcus Lawrence,
In there to drop him for
who
his
is playing under the franchise tag this season. Yep, they couldn't work out a long-term deal. And that really concerns me because so many times I feel like Jerry Jones has done that with the good players the Cowboys have had. He'll have them play on under the franchise tag, and then he'll just let them walk after the year because they'll be demanding so much money. But Jerry is too dumb to understand that that particular player could be the difference between us being a team that's on the outside looking into the playoffs and being in the show and possibly having an opportunity to compete for a Super Bowl championship. Something just tells me that after the season is done, Jerry's just going to let him walk, and he'll think that, you know, maybe there was a young guy who might ball out on the defensive line this coming year, and he's going to be thinking, okay, well, we'll make this guy the next DeMarcus Lawrence, and we'll make him what he can be, and have the next, 4 years or 5 years with him. But that's a terrible decision. But something just tells me that at the end of at the end of the season, when it's next offseason for 2019, the Cowboys are just going to let DeMarcus Lawrence walk because he's going to be demanding so much money. And if he balls out next year, like he did this past year, then, he's going to get a big contract from a team that does not have nearly as much dead money as we do, because we have dead money, and that's the worst thing that a team can have. We have dead money with Tony Romo, and we have dead money with Des Bryant. That's the reality of the situation. We still have to pay those guys, even though one of them is retired and has been retired now going on almost 2 years, and the other one is still a free agent who can't get on another job with another team. Des doesn't even have to technically play this next year if he really doesn't want to, or he doesn't get with the team, because he'll still be getting money from the Cowboys. It's just ridiculous how stupid Jerry Jones is with the money on this team. It's just amazing how stupid he is. He's just getting too old and senile. I can't wait for the day that his son, Steven, takes over, because Steven apparently has been making some good moves in, the personnel department. Will McClay is in there as well. He's been a great guy to have as far as a front office guy. So, you know, when it's time for Jerry to go, you just let those guys take over, and we'll probably even be better than we are right now under Jerry Jones. Because Stephen Jones talked his father out of taking Johnny Manziel and took Zach Martin instead. And look where Zach Martin is now. He's the best guard in the National Football League, and one of the top offensive linemen. You know, he's also one of the highest paid offensive linemen. But hey, nothing wrong with, you know, securing a huge piece of the future that's on your offensive line, because that's the backbone of any offense. You don't have a good offensive line, you're not going to be winning a lot of games, and you're not going to be doing much. And the Cowboys have built that great wall, I guess the second wall, because they had the wall in the 90s, and now they got the wall today, and they continue to, you know, rebuild that and whatnot. As they get another pick with Earl Thomas. Juked Alex Smith out of his shoes, but I couldn't break another tackle, so whatever. Yeah, and see, I mean, I pulled the trigger on trading for Earl Thomas. Jerry Jones hasn't yet. And he should. He so should, for real. It's just unbelievable when you think about all that, man. When you have all those factors coming together. It's really just an absolute joke. Here we go, Zeke. Oh, we got bushwhacked right there. Why do you call him timeout, Washington? This game is over. It's less. There's 51 seconds to go, and you guys are down 10. This game is over. Sayonara, auf Wiedersehen. Later. Oh, almost got the first down. No, this is probably about a yard short. Yeah, he is. Okay. I don't want to try anything else. I just want to run it. I just want to play smart football and get out of here with the win. Alright, they have one timeout left, and they'll probably spend it if we get the first down here. And we did, so they likely will. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Injury timeout. Well, we had to burn one. Oh, Zeke's hurt. That's not good. Well, hopefully it's not too serious. Suck if he gets hurt. You know, this stage of the game where it's basically over and we've got the win wrapped up in the bag.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Well, game clock and play clock are pretty much synced up. So, for the last 30 seconds of this game, I'm just going to sit here and maybe talk a little bit. So hopefully everybody's having a good day. Saturday. I'm actually going out tonight with hopefully a buddy of mine. We went to college together, and he actually got a job actually in Kalamazoo, working for Western Michigan Athletics now, so he's going to be leaving in about a week, so I'm probably going to hang out with him. And oh, good, we didn't get to delay a game, so yeah, probably going on about 3 hours, 4 hours or so. But figured, before all that, might as well just go ahead and do a live stream. And this live stream isn't over yet. We're going to try to get another. I'm going to try to get another game in for y'all. But we took care of business against the Washington Redskins. 24-14 is the final. We were down by 14 points and we scored 24 unanswered, which is pretty impressive. Those 2 interceptions I threw with Dak in the beginning was basically giving them the lead, which, it's just stupid. And ultimately Dak threw 3 interceptions in this game. He's still the quarterback. We are not making a quarterback change based off of just a 3 interception performance, because while Dak struggled, Zeke shined, and he's over 1,000 yards for the season. And we'll take a look, at the highlights, and we'll also take a look at the stats for the season for the Cowboys, and we'll take a look at the league leaders as well, maybe seeing who's leading the Pro Bowl votes. That's a tongue twister. Pro Bowl votes. All right, let's take a look at the stats. For the Cowboys. Dak had a QB rating of 40.5, not the best. 137 yards, completion percentage 55%. Those 3 interceptions were the biggest blemish on his part. Zeke had 20 carries, It seems like for the first time in a while because the Washington defense had absolutely no answer. 178 yards, averaged 8.9 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. Longest run was yards after contact was 20 yards, had 3 broken tackles. Let's see, what was his longest run? He had 3 runs of 20-plus yards. Longest was 29. So good day for Zeke. Dak had that rushing touchdown, which I guess kind of made up for those interceptions, but he didn't have a throwing touchdown, so he had 5 carries for 20 yards. Leading receiver, once again, was Allen Hurns. 3 catches, 71 yards. Yards after catch, 37, averaging 12.3. Had 1 drop, though. Jeff Swain, he had 3 drops. Dez is gone, and apparently he must have spread something to Swain when he left out the door. I don't know if he's blocking. Defense, Byron Jones was the leader in tackles with 3, as well as Marsh Lillard and DeMarcus Lawrence. Lawrence also had 2 sacks. I think somebody else had a sack in this game. No, it was just Lawrence. Oh yeah, Lillard had 2 tackles for loss. All right. So we're 7-5 with the win against the Redskins now. We'll also take a quick glance at what the Eagles did in their game and see if they're still tied with us for the division lead. Although they wouldn't technically be tied with us because we've beaten them once, because we beat them the only time we played them this year. And so we own the tiebreaker in that regard. But I feel like, you know, at the end of the year, we have to be 2-0 against them to secure the division title. And, yeah. All right, let's upgrade some players. Let's upgrade Zeke's carrying, because why not? Jordan Lewis, let's upgrade his catching, because he's dropped some interceptions this season. Byron Jones, let's upgrade his play recognition. Woods, let's go with play recognition for him too. And continue.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points.
All right.
A portion of your remaining
Well,
points will be
the
lost
biggest
when you
thing
advance
that
the
I'm
week.
focused about is injury. Let's see how bad Zeke is hurt. Ezekiel Elliott is out for 5 weeks, so essentially he's out for the rest of the regular season. Ugh! God! And he had his best game in a long time! Man, alright. And Rod Smith, it looks like, is still hurt too, so we might have to go out and get another running back for this week. Alright, well, let's go ahead and advance the week. God, that is a crusher. And the thing is, it's not going to only be the rest of the regular season. You know, if we have to be a wild card team, then we'll, you know, we'll not have him for that game either. Alright, well, we're still 8-4. Oh, Rod Smith, let's see if he's available to return. Okay, well, at least Rod Smith is healthy. All right, so it looks like this is going to be our running back depth chart. We have Rod Smith, we have Scarborough, and we have Tavon Austin. So we're going to do a little bit of adjustment to the depth chart because of this. So, no, I don't want to do that. Well, I just exited out of it. So anyway, so we're going to change a couple of things with the depth chart because of the Ezekiel Elliott injury. So because his overall is 74, it's a higher one than Scarborough, the rookie. I'm going to put Tavon Austin in as our second string running back. So our starting running back for essentially the rest of the regular season is going to have to be Rod Smith, which is unfortunate. And look at this. Zeke's numbers were going up on his carrying, his ball carrier vision, his elusiveness, and his trucking. And he's out for 5 weeks now, so that's just brilliant. Only the Cowboys. Only the Cowboys. And it didn't even look that serious, the injury that he had, and it's a shoulder tear? Really? Come on, man. All right, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and negotiate the deal with Marsh Lillard because he's been playing very well, and I like to keep him here. So 13 point. Let's give him a little bit more than that. I'm excited Sainz should right stay with the team. All right, so we got Lillard back. Only reason is because I just want him to be very happy so that way he doesn't affect the chemistry of the team in a negative way, because for the rest of the regular season and the playoffs, I want the guys to be, you know, focused and playing well. Dante Jones and Kadeem Edwards, I'm not going to worry about them. LP Laducia, we might go ahead and negotiate his deal too, but we're not going to worry about that quite yet. Well, at least for this game, we're playing against the 3-6 New York Giants. They're not playing very well. So I guess in real life, like last year, they're not doing well even with Saquon Barkley on their team, because I know they have Saquon Barkley in this with these updated rosters. So like I promised, let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from around the league and see who the league leaders are. You know, who's really leading the way. All right. Well, here's an interesting note. Mike White is our leading passer with over 2,000 yards, 17 TDs, 6 interceptions. Dak has thrown only 3 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, mostly because he's been hurt the whole season. So we're actually better with Mike White as the starting quarterback, but that doesn't change the fact that Dak is better, and we're going to go with him. Can I go to the league and see how the whole league is doing? Yeah, NFL. All right, so here's a quick glance at who's leading the NFL and what. Top QBs right now leading the league, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. My boy, Patrick Mahomes. Look at Patrick Mahomes. 3,195 yards, 64% completion percentage, 18 TDs, 7 picks, not looking too good. But he's having a pretty good year for the Chiefs as their starting quarterback in his first year, technically, even though it says rookie right there. Ben Roethlisberger, Andy Dalton, Alex Smith, Cam Newton, Matt Ryan. After Cam Newton, those are all the guys in the 3,000-yard club. Leading rusher is Devontae Freeman. He's ran for 1,126 yards, 11 TDs. Zeke is the second leading rusher in the NFL. And it's unfortunate that we're going to be missing him for 5 weeks. So unfortunate. Also in the 1,000-yard club are LaShawn Shady McCoy, 1,011 yards on 231 carries, 10 TDs, doing big things for the Buffalo Bills. Le'Veon Bell, 1,000 yards, just over. That one little extra yard looks pretty good. 8 TDs. He's had a fumble. Freeman has had 2 fumbles on the year. Who's maybe leading the league in fumbles? Jeremy Hill, backup running back for the rushing yards. Yeah, most negative yards. Yeah, I want to really look at that. Leading receivers in the league, Julian Edelman, DeAndre Hopkins, both have 1,000 yards. Well, actually, I take that back. Michael Thomas, 1,000 yards receiving. How about that? Well, that's the only other 1,000-yard receiver we got here. Alan Hearns isn't too far behind. He's got 857 yards for the season, which isn't bad. Also up there, Chris Hogan, Marvin Jones. Wait, let me just go and see who's leading the league in yards. Yeah, Golden Tate, Odell Beckham Jr., 964 yards. Larry Fitzgerald, Jordan Reed, Quincy Enunwa, Antonio Brown. Wait, this is... How does Enunwa have more yards than Antonio Brown? Come on, Madden. Leader in touchdowns is Chris Hogan. Wow, Chris Hogan doing big things for the Patriots this year. 13 TDs on the year. Edelman, Golden Tate, and Reed each have 9 touchdowns. Antonio Gates plays for the Seahawks? Wow. Y'all down in the comments, let me know in real life if he actually does play for the Seahawks, because I don't know 100%. Kendall Wright, Brandon Cooks, A.J. Green, they all have 8 touchdowns as well. But Antonio Gates, in his, well, really, I guess this would technically be his 15th year, still doing big things, man. Still doing big things. 50 catches, 571 yards. Still playing well. One of the last generation tight ends, I guess. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the, I don't know if we can look at the Pro Bowl voting. Can we? Oh, anyway, let's not look at it too much. So, you know what, just because I'm really curious, let's go ahead and take a look at the, what the Giants have been doing this year as far as their schedule. See how the Giants have been faring this year, because we play them next. Well, the first week that we played them, we beat them 22-7. They won by 5 points against the Lions. Lost to the Eagles by 18. They beat the Bucks. Lost to the Chargers. Lost to the Broncos. 3-game losing streak right here. Lost to the Seahawks as well. They lost to the Rams. 4-game losing streak. They beat the 49ers, but then again, every team does. Even though in real life, last season, the 49ers got their first win, I think, against the Giants. And I think the next day on the show, everybody from Skip to Shannon to Stephen A. Smith was just absolutely roasting the Giants. It was so funny because Stephen Smith is a low-key Giants fan. He says he's more of a Steelers fan now because the Giants are so terrible, but I don't really buy that. He's a New Yorker, so he's going to be, you know, really pulling for the Jets and the Giants. Even though the Jets, I think, are going to be respectable this year. I'll take a look at the AFC in a bit. They also lost to the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes probably carved them up. Lost to the Redskins and lost to the Raiders last week. So let's go ahead and take a look at the AFC because I didn't really take a look at that before I started the Redskin game. So let's go ahead and take a look at the AFC. Patriots are obviously number one. They're 10-2 on the season. Second place are the Jaguars. The Chargers, they're tied for second place at 9-3. The Jets are 7-4, so they're actually doing pretty good this year. Bengals 7-5, Raiders, Colts, Titans are all 6-6. Bills are 5-6, Ravens, Browns, and the Browns won 5 games after losing 0 the previous year. Look, the Browns, they made a lot of changes to their roster. I'm just not sure exactly how all these changes are really going to mesh, or if they're going to really mesh to the point where Hugh Jackson can really have the guys rally around Baker Mayfield, and if Myles Garrett's a good player, don't get me wrong. And I think he played well last year, but he, sometimes, you need to be fortunate to have good enough teammates around you. One guy doesn't make a defense. Even though Patrick Mahomes is playing well, the Chiefs are 5-7. They're 25th in the NFL, which is not very good. Big drop off from last year. So Ravens, Browns, Chiefs, Texans, Dolphins are all 5-7. And bringing up the rear are the Steelers. The Steelers are 4-8. Wow. But Le'Veon Bell, I think, is still like third in the league in rushing based off what I looked at in those stats. And the Broncos are the last place team in the AFC with a 2-10 record. That's not too surprising. I guess their quarterback situation hasn't gotten better than last year with Case Keenum in there. Let's go in and take a look at the whole NFL and see who the worst team in the league is. Oh, it's still the Broncos. Cardinals are 2-10. Bucks, Giants, those are the worst teams. So we're playing the fourth worst team in the NFL this week. So let's go ahead and start training and get ready for this game against the 3-9 Giants. Yeah, they're 3-9. They had a similar record when the Cowboys played them in real life last year, if I recall. So let's go ahead and advance that. And let's go into this next game against the Giants. Let me maybe edit the uniforms and see how they're looking. In real life, the Cowboys wore their blue uniforms, and the Giants had like some alternate white ones. But I'm not going to adjust the uniforms for that in this game. I'm just going to keep things regular. Have the Giants go out in their blues and us come out in the whites. No sense in adjusting all that. So I'm going to do this game, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this live stream. We're playing a Giants team that's not very good at 3-6, and we don't have arguably our best offensive player, Ezekiel Elliott. Man, this is a wacky year. We had Dak Prescott out for essentially the first half of the season. He comes back. He's not even really playing that well. Mike White's actually our leader in passing yards with 2,000. He's got to be sitting on the bench thinking, like, man, why am I being relegated to the bench after throwing for 2,000 yards and essentially playing better than Dak? Well, you know, the games that I played with White, he was shaky, and I could tell there was just a massive dip in his attributes compared to Dak's. So that's why I went with it. And in video games, especially with Madden, I think it's just all about the attributes and what skills every player has that gives you the best chance to win. Overall, is really a big thing. It's really tough. We have to go through this grind time to get to the playoffs, and we don't have Zeke. Although the standings did show that we are the second place team, I guess in the NFC now at 8-4, but we have the same record as the Giants. No, not the Giants. The Vikings and I think the Seahawks? Yeah, the Seahawks. So that game against the Seahawks could pretty much determine the seeding that we have, and we play them the second to last game of the regular season. So we'll see what happens with that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
All right.
Make it across the 20.
Well, defense has to show up and play aggressive in this one, but defense has played well pretty much all season long, at least the games that I've played. Our defensive line has gotten after QBs all year.
Veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's of course Eli Manning.
See what we can do against Eli Manning and the Giants. Obviously, Odell Beckham is healthy, so we're going to have to worry about him.
What's it going to take for him to get it done down the stretch?
You're right.
They have Jonathan Stewart starting, so I guess Saquon Barkley is hurt.
For him to make a lasting impression, have some scintillating plays, and then who knows?
Yeah,
undercut him with Earl Thomas, but he still got the first on a pretty good run.
The next week leading up to the next game.
He had 76 yards. He has 804 yards for the year. That's not too bad. I mean, Jonathan Stewart as a back is pretty good, but they obviously drafted Saquon for a reason. I guess Saquon's hurt. Hold up, let me see if I can check coaching. No, I can't do anything. He's in the middle of the play. Or Beckham like turned around and waited for somebody to tackle him, it seemed like, on that play. 74 yards in last week's game. He has close to 1,000 yards, but he's not quite there yet. I'd like to hold him in check and not let Odell get loose in this game, but it may very well happen because, look, you know, Odell needs to do a better job of acting more that it's, you know, it's about the team instead of just me, you know, caring more about the Giants instead of just Odell Beckham Jr. But he's still a good receiver. He's one of the best in the league. Physically, as far as what he brings to the table, he's one of the best. And I'll argue anybody with that. Physical ability is fantastic. I still remember that catch he had over Brandon Carr in 2014. I'll never forget that play. It was a fantastic play. It's just great to say that, you know, that was... Oh! Earl Thomas! Oh, Earl, you almost had another one. But, yeah, it was still a fantastic catch, so there's no debating that at all. No debating that whatsoever. And there's our beastly defense. Our linebacking core has played phenomenal this year, mostly because Sean Lee has been healthy the whole season, and we also have Van Der Esch, the rookie out of Boise State. He's played well. He's been a pretty good run stopper all year. So, gotta keep that going. Oh, God, he's wide open. I didn't really put anybody on Dell on that play. Right, let's go.
And he's top
Come on,
five
D.
in the league in terms of receiving yards.
Wake up now.
Because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to
here we go. Get Manning down. I didn't expect him to run, but he ran anyway. He just gained 5 yards on the play.
And takes it away. Great
It's too easy for him.
ability to finish the catch.
Let's go, D. Had a field day against Alex Smith last week. We're playing a better quarterback than Eli Manning, seems like. Well, I say that as we get a sack. Man, DeMarcus Lawrence is in there again. Man, Jerry, you guys got to sign him to a multi-year deal. Come on now.
Sack number 12 for him on the year. A few issues.
Sack number 12 for Lawrence. Wow, he's got to be up there in the league in sacks. He's got to be.
They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think
Go D.
running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. But they
Come on.
watch the film as well. So
Get there, Lawrence. Come on. Oh, yes. Another one. Man, our guys really covered him downfield. Back-to-back sacks for Lawrence.
13 sacks for him
Wow.
on the year.
Nice.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have
Still going to kick this field goal, though. I don't know who their kicker is, but I might miss it. Oh, my goodness. That was an awful kick. Dude. Dude. Are you serious? Just punt it. That's why Ben McAdoo got fired. The only thing is he's still the coach in this game, so yeah, but still, seriously, McAdoo about nothing. All right, well, we still got a good offensive line, so let's just run it with Rod Smith and see what we can do. I still like having Rod Smith as the backup, the primary backup. I mean, we obviously are going to put Scarborough in a little bit, but I want Smith to be the primary starter because I like his speed and explosiveness. I feel like he'll just fit in as far as making some other packages and whatnot. Almost broke that tackle there, but didn't get too much. All right.
2 yards a gain there, and now
Obviously, he's not Zeke, so we're going to have to, look for production from elsewhere. I have Zach Austin as the third down back, especially for these situations. If we got swinging out to him in the flat or something like that. Good catch, though, Williams. First down. And Dak's 1 for 1. Hopefully, he can have a better game in this game. Thrown 6 interceptions on the season, and they're really all my faults, I feel like. So. And he had 3 alone last week. Rod.
Absolutely.
I don't want to abandon the run just because we don't have Zeke. I don't want to steer away from that too much because that's the team's identity. Built around the line, built around the football. That's Cowboys football. As I throw another pick, I just completely... I do that every time at least once a game, I feel like. It's like the guy's right there, he's creeping on the corner route, and I just throw it right to him. Absolutely just playing terrible with Dak right now. It's not his fault. It's my fault for throwing this pick. Because I'm the one controlling it. Oh, God. Well, at least we get the ball right now. Thrown pick sixes in back-to-back weeks. I don't know what the NFL record is for the most pick sixes consecutive, like,
to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Like the most consecutive weeks that a quarterback has thrown a pick six.
Best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern, and then tomorrow on Monday night another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Beasley's open over the middle. We'll just have him try to juke somebody out. Didn't quite do it that time, but still got a decent game. It's all right. I'm not tripping. Still in okay shape.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into
there we go. Go, Rod! Break a tackle. Oh, go! Oh! Down to inside the 20. Nice run, though, Rod Smith. There we go.
A big play here for Dallas.
In real life against the Giants in this game, he played very well. He had a receiving touchdown and a rushing touchdown, if I recall. He played very well.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary.
Hot Rod.
No. And sprinted into the secondary for a long run.
Shoved back on that play. The Giants have a respectable defensive line, though, so that's going to be something you got to account for.
So good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from
be smart about this stat. Here we go, Terrence Williams for about 5 yards on that play, not bad.
6 yards is the
5 yards.
That'll lead to a 3rd down.
mesh usually is pretty good for me in these situations when I get close to the end zone. I need to just run it with Dak in there if I see the guys covered downfield. There we go. Swaim is open. Dive. Thought I could get to the end zone, but he's down to the 1. That's all good. First and goal, not a big deal. All right.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going
here. The halfback base, and let's run it in Rod, see if he can get into the end zone.
Do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy.
There we go. Touchdown, Rod Smith.
For a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And it's good. So we got the game tied up 7-all after throwing a terrible pick 6. Dak made up for it on that drive.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 20. New York set to take the field. Last time out,
all right.
They had that long 50-plus yard
back
field
on defense. Let's
and I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay,
keep that defense. Held him in check last drive. Played well last drive. There we go, Lawrence. Good tackle on Stewart.
They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker, but just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive.
Let's go to the menu real quick. I want to see no, not game stats. Coaching, depth chart, medical center. Yeah, injury report. Here we go. So Barkley's not hurt. Sterling Shepard's out though with a broken hand. Interesting. I don't know why they don't have Barkley starting. Maybe Stewart's overall got higher than Barkley's at some point of the year, and they decided to have him be the starter. I don't know. I think that's a terrible idea. First of all, you drafted Barkley number 2 overall. I feel like you would at least give him the start. And in real life, he's going to be the starter for the Giants at running back, so why not just put him in there? Why not just put him in there? For real. All right, 3rd down. Let's go. Come on, Lawrence, get in there. That's way over the head of the receiver. 4th down and 12, so make him punt it, make him give it away again. Well, they didn't punt it last time. They kicked like a 50-plus yard field goal and they missed it.
That way you don't lose any yardage.
And they should have just punted it on that last drive. They just gave us a bunch of field position, even though we threw a pick 6 on the opening drive that we had on offense, which didn't really help. So I should have spun right away when I got that ball, but I didn't. It was a bad decision. All right, we got it tied up 7-all. I'm not going to be too aggressive here. Honestly, I'll just take kicking a field goal because we're going to get the ball back to start the second half anyway. So I don't want to be too risky with everything and see what we can do. Good catch, though, by Swaim, I think.
They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I don't know about that play, but let's see if we can maybe roll out with Dak. It's wide open to the left side, and we'll just run it out of bounds. Be smart with the ball. Injury timeout. Hopefully Dak's not hurt again. He ran out of bounds, and that stopped the clock. So. No, Dak's not hurt. Good, thank goodness. I guess one of the defensive backs for the Giants is hurt.
Prescott on 1st down.
Sacked.
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him.
Vernon got in there for 1.
Sack of the year. A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
There we go. Hearn's over and over the middle. 1st down. There we go.
And he'll be taken
We got plenty of time in this one. Let's not be too aggressive here, but let's still try to get down the field as quick as possible.
Now Prescott.
Deontay Thompson. There we go.
Let's
call a timeout.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Oh, actually, in this first half.
On 2nd down.
Almost there. If I can just get into field goal range, that'd be cool with me.
It's a short one here.
I thought Jarwin could break that tackle, but he didn't.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I'm tempted to run, but if we go to the air and something happens, I don't want to risk it.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Another one to Allen Hurns.
And heavy
Go ahead and call another timeout.
is knocked down hard. And now before
We're
this
going
first
hurry
down
up.
play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Obviously, I like to get
With
something
just
to the
over 30
sideline,
seconds
but
to go in the first half.
we'll just pick it off. I feel like if I go to the sideline too much.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Lob that one. There we go.
Gets it all the way down inside the
Nice
10
little
to the
touch pass right there
5-yard
from
line.
Dak.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I might have to call a
In
timeout really
position
quick
for
after
the
this
possible
play.
game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. They'll try
Oh,
to
they
run
read that
it.
one way too easily.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about
Now, let's just get to the line and spike it
only
really
a yard
quick.
on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Prescott
Come on, come on,
urging
come on,
his
come on,
guys
come
to
on.
go
Hurry.
quickly. They need to get up and set.
All right, we got 9 seconds left.
As he's able to get up and spike it here.
All right, 3rd and goal. Let's try the double slant to see if we can get into the end zone for first. If we can't, then we'll just kick the field goal and settle
This
for
is
that.
3rd and goal.
All right, this may be a risky play call adjustment here, but let's go with Tavon Austin up the gut. Touchdown, baby! There we go.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Nice job, Tavon. First rushing touchdown of the year for him. Not a bad decision, I don't think.
Taking the lead.
That's one of the
First,
better examples of
I think
clock
Tavon
management
Austin's
I've
done
seen.
all season.
Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive.
And we got the
Something
lead
really to take
14 to
into the
7.
lockers here. And he'll bang that one through.
Nice job, guys.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I felt like the defense was going to be more aggressive on that play, but
This
they
is
did, but
taken
they
about
weren't.
7 yards deep.
I guess they got Barkley just returning kicks. I wouldn't do that if I were y'all Giants. I'd have Barkley be the starting back. I think the first time we played the Giants, though, Barkley was the starter. But I guess they decided to go with Jonathan Stewart because he's a vet. I don't know. I think it was a good move to bring in Stewart as another running back option.
So we have reached halftime here with
But to not have Barkley starting doesn't make sense to me. But video games can be inconsistent like that, if you know what I mean.
The EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Giants now for 2 straight weeks are having trouble throwing the football. The Cowboys have done enough on that end to disrupt the flow, and that's played into it as well. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Giants have it on 2nd and 5. Defense is going to come away with the sack. This will go as a loss of 10.
Marcus Lawrence continuing his dominating ways. He had 2 sacks in that first half, playing very well.
At the end of the first quarter, here the defense will come up with a pick.
That pick 6 by Eli Apple was the lone highlight of the first half for the G-men. So, that's that. Rod Smith got in the end zone. He's done an okay job in the first half, showing he can replace Zeke.
And he caps off the drive on this run. The Cowboys is up now by 7. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's get back up to New Jersey.
Return middle.
As we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Return middle. Oh, awesome.
This fielded at the 2.
Ah!
And he'll be brought down
Never get anything going in the return game with this guy.
24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking.
There we go. Good blocking. O-line. Let's go, Rod.
Tendency breakers.
Nice run. There we go.
I also like to call
Rod already has 76 yards.
things in a certain way in the
Bad.
first half. And they've had ability
You got guys
to
who
see
can
what
replace
you've
Zeke.
done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and
It just
try and
sucks
stay
that
ahead of the
Zeke
pace.
is second in the league in rushing. He ran for 1,000
separation
yards already, and
in
he's
this
going to be
ball
absent
game.
for the rest of the regular season, possibly the first week of the
Show
playoffs.
him one thing, hit him with something
But
else.
hopefully we get him back, and we have at least 2 playoff games. So then he will get to play again
Trying to
this
show
year.
they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs,
Especially
play a little bit of keep away,
when he
don't
gets
you
to the
think?
Super Bowl.
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop.
All right, let's go, Rod. Oh, okay, that was a big one.
Good hit there and knocked down hard.
And it's
right at the line of
3rd
scrimmage.
and 4.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I said D, not offense. Come on.
Now Prescott.
Austin, catch that. There we go.
This is Austin with a catch.
Nice job, Tavon.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up.
That's why I
to
like
the
having
47.
Austin as second string running back as a 3rd
5
string.
yards is the
He'll be
pickup there
catching the
as
swing
that
passes out
extends
there.
this drive.
I like to use him in that situation. I thought that was a good
Always talk
play
about
call on my
having
part.
to read defenses and how complicated
Good
that
dump
is.
off there. Oh, shit.
This was an excellent
Oh, I thought that was going to be picked.
and got rid of the football before it even got
I
to him.
decided on
And
that
when
one
it looks
too
like
late,
that,
so.
running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because
that's-
he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Oh!
Looking sideline incomplete.
Jenkins was
Very well
all
timed
over
there
him.
defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent
All right, come on,
offense,
guys,
just
let's,
better defense. I think you're right.
Make a good play here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
There you go, Hearns. Nice grab.
Action to Hearns.
When in doubt, go to Hearns.
The
He's
first
been our leading
down at
receiver
about
all
the
year.
38. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going out.
Thompson over the middle. Oh, he's going to be about a yard short.
Against the whole body of the defender, you run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
Here we go, Smith.
For a deeper route.
Great blocking.
Breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
96
He cuts towards the
yards.
middle of the field, and now
He's
what
having a
trying to
day.
do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing, Prescott.
Here you go, Jarwin.
Caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays,
All right.
makes me glad I didn't make
Come
it
on,
in that
Smith.
league. I would have a really
Get that block on the outside. He broke it. Touchdown. There we go.
Into the end zone.
2nd touchdown of the day for Rod.
A great effort there.
Nice job.
2nd touchdown of the game.
Well, I mean, we can do this against the 3-9 Giants, but against the Raiders, the Seahawks, the Eagles at the end of the season, I don't know. It's going to be tougher. It's going to be a lot tougher than this, I'll tell you that much.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Ah, I mistimed the hit stick.
About 4 yards shy of where he would have been
Like, I was,
if he'd
like,
taken
I
the
had him in my
knee.
sights,
At the
and I just
21-yard
whiffed.
line. Elsewhere around the NFL,
I'm really hit
third
and miss
down
when it
Los
comes to the whole
Angeles.
hit stick
And the
thing in
Rams
this
have
game.
scored to move in front. Jared Goff leading the charge offensively.
Come on, D. There we go.
Looking to get the ground game going.
Tackle. There we go. Nice job, Sean Lee. Way to wrap
on
up.
the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense.
Should be up 21-0 right now if I didn't throw that pick 6 in the first quarter.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Manning the throw on 2nd down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch.
I was going to lay a big hit
Doesn't get
with
a
little
lot
Thomas
out of it.
there, but he stepped out of
But he
bounds
is
so I
able
could
to
do
keep
so.
the feet in bounds.
And I didn't want to take a penalty, of
3
course.
yards on the catch. It's 3rd
A
down.
little blitz here, get some
I
pressure
do
on
have to
Eli.
admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs.
Going
and
nowhere.
the feet.
I don't know why y'all would run it on 3rd down, even though I predicted a
Did a
run.
great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's Riley Dixon now On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat.
Well, the third quarter is about to end, and we're up 21-7. 1 quarter away, and this game has gone by pretty quickly. So, 1 quarter away from being 2-0 in the video and taking care of business against the G-Men in East Rutherford as I stretch my back out. Pardon me. All right, cover 2 man. Let's keep being aggressive on defense right here, guys. Still got a ways to go. Let's not let up.
Now Manning, gotta have this one. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll be taken down.
That's the biggest play they've had this game. Good job of holding him in check for the most part, and they get that one big play.
Felt compelled to go for it there.
Eagles are giving me the most trouble when it comes to potent offenses I faced in this mode so far. And that makes sense because, you know, they continue to add this offseason with Michael Bennett and all the defensive players that they have, and they still have Malcolm Jenkins. I mean, that was one of the best. That was probably the best defense in the league last year, and they just added more players to it. So, you know, the way it is. Oh my goodness. Oh, I let him get loose. Earl. Oh. Man.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, got a little bit tighter now.
Yes, but still
down a big 6-play, 79-yard drive. Too easy right there for the Giants. That one big play they had down the field pretty much energized them, and
this will be taken in at the 1.
I'm back in there. Go Austin! Go Austin! Go! Touchdown, baby! Yeah! 99-yard touchdown return on the kickoff. There you go, Tavon. Beautiful. He has a rushing touchdown and a kickoff return TD. How about that? Look at that. Great blocking. The wedge was set. Makes that one guy miss, burst through the hole, and he's gone. Too easy, baby. Let's go.
Really jump
nice
up
job.
in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics.
Oh, yeah.
Those are your friends.
Big time bounce.
So now the other
we didn't even have to get on the field and Tavon Austin did that.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today.
Playoffs are wide open, y'all.
But they're not. Let's see how it plays out.
Come on, D.
It's fun to play with this playoff lineup right now, because to me,
they got to play hard. I mean, they went down the field in 6 plays easily on their last drive.
And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
At this stage,
still got to keep playing, got to keep fighting here.
You need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield.
Come on, D-line, get in there. Oh, we had 2 of them coming at Eli. It was Lawrence and Collins. Lawrence with 2 sacks again, back-to-back 2-sack games. Not bad at all.
13 sacks for him now on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Way over the head of Ingram.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing,
well, of course they're going for it, so let's
trying to figure out what they're doing.
Good defense for that situation.
Just sending a guy down.
All right, 4th down and 9. This is essentially it for them. They don't get this. It's no shot at coming back, really. Oh, wow, we just let him get it.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's a gain of 14 there.
I wanted to just end it right there pretty much for him.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Come on, defense. Here we go. Nice tackle. Good job, Irving. Take away season ranking.
Full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
22nd in the NFL in takeaways, really? I guess we haven't had a lot during the time I haven't played, so I feel like we've got an interception per game, although we haven't really had one today.
To throw on second down.
Come on, get in the backfield.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but
Yeah, that's
out of
incomplete.
bounds, according to the
We didn't have those feet
headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in
All right.
bounds. And remember,
13, let's go.
receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes
Go
to
for it on
get
fourth
the ball
down again. I
into
really don't want him to let
He's
it convert.
part of the passing game as well, but
Unless they convert right there.
Yeah, he might want
Almost
to
had another sack.
us about that later,
Ugh.
but I am still
You know,
going
Manning's
with
picking
you
us
on
apart
that.
now a little bit.
Receivers work on a little bit more.
But it's essentially garbage time, so I'm not too concerned about it.
so the offense has
2-minute
it first
warning.
and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
All right.
So it's Giants football.
Well, they're going to be
here
aggressive
as
and
we
go to the
welcome
air
you
on
back.
every play now.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they
So
search
we got to
for
be
a late
ready
score.
because I got a feeling we don't want Eli to catch fire, because when he does catch fire, he's still one of the best. It's true, he really is. There we go. That's a tackle, even though we got out of bounds, which I didn't want.
It's second down. One thing
But
I think that's safe
it is
to
what
say
it is.
defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays.
Ugh! Another one. Killing us with the slants over the middle.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now man.
Get up your blocks! Damn it!
Right side here, back to him. And he is out.
Odell got free on that play.
This down to the 8. Give him
1,000 yards receiving for the year. Yep, I had a feeling he was going to get 1,000 against us, but it had to be against us, didn't it?
Absolutely agree.
All right.
They have to up the tempo in this case down a
Well, this one's too close for
couple
comfort,
to make sure they have a chance
you know,
to
for
win
a
this
3
ball
and
game.
19, but I guess I should expect this because this is the Giants.
no escaping
They are
this
aggressive.
time as he'll go
But Coney
down.
Ely gets a sack,
Sack.
which is
Coney Ely
always great.
in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
25 to go. Come on now.
Second down. Manning.
Come on, get off your blocks. Get in there.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And
Go,
they'll
Lillard.
bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
All right, come on, guys.
To throw, it's Manning.
Get off. No, pick it. There we go. Nice job, Earl. Take a knee.
That should do it. It's the former Seahawk.
Earl Thomas putting the icing on the cake. 5th interception this season. How about that? See, Jerry, this is what happens. This is the Earl Thomas factor.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just
He makes
watching
big
him
plays.
with such great technique.
In the words of Santana Moss, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games.
On the carry, here's Smith. And for one of the few
Don't question
times here
Santana
today,
Moss.
this run's not going to go anywhere.
One of
And now
the
the
most
Giants will
underrated
stop
receivers
play
of
as
our
they take a
generation.
timeout defensively. It's just their first.
I always like
They've got
Santana's
2 more to
personality,
use
I'm not going to
here in the
lie,
final
even though he played
stages.
most of his career with the Redskins. And he played for the University of Miami, and I love the U part 1 and 2.
And he's gonna
If
get
you have to
this
ask me,
one
those are my favorite 30 for 30s, but I love all the 30 for
now a
30s.
second timeout called
What I
for
am bummed about is that all of them used to be on Netflix, like all the ones that I really love, and one day they just decided to take them all off. I mean, my other favorite ones were probably I Hate Christian Laettner, that's a good one. Pony Excess is me and really my dad's favorite because he went to SMU.
at the 33.
Talking about Eric Dickerson, Craig James, the Pony Express, and all that stuff.
It'll be their 3rd and final
Another
timeout,
30
so
for
as
30
they
that I
talk
actually
things
liked was
over,
the one
we'll
that they
step
made. That was
aside.
one of the last ones that came out when it was still on Netflix, Believe Land, about Cleveland and everything. What was very interesting about that 30 for 30 is that after they produced it and put it out there, the Cavs won the NBA championship in 2016, so they had to essentially go back in there and add that footage the next time that it was put on Netflix. They took it off for I guess a day, and they put it back on there, and it had the Cavs winning the championship with LeBron and Kyrie Irving. So that was actually pretty cool 30 for 30 because he really talks about what it's like to be a Cleveland resident, because it's true what they say. Nobody really moves to Cleveland. Most people that live there were born and raised there. and it's not somebody that moved there, unless they moved there for a job, which makes sense, but,
It's Austin.
you know.
And he will have the first
And we're going to go ahead and wrap this up with Tavon Austin running the football.
They're in the fourth quarter in Denver. And what's been a wide open
So that is going to do it. We get the win, 28-14. We are now 9-4 on the year, I believe, with this win. Yeah, I think we should be 9-4. And we still have 3 more games to go as we continue to make our push for the playoffs. Rod Smith had a good day, had 2 rushing TDs. Earl Thomas played well once again.
So for Dallas, it's a very important
And,
win as they
yeah,
get to 9-4 now
still
on the
winning.
year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try
Had a
again
big
next week at
kickoff
home
return by Tavon
against
Austin, 99
Philadelphia.
yards. So you know, I've been kind of on Austin, you know, because he wasn't really giving much in the return game, but he gave us something today, so that's great.
NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say
Let's go look at the
so
player
long
stats.
from MetLife Stadium.
Prescott was more of the same. He threw another interception again, pick 6. 14-17, 130 yards, 82% of his passes, no TDs. Rushing, Rod Smith led the way with 116 yards on 15 carries, averaged 7.7 per carry, 2 touchdowns, 2 broken tackles, yards after contact 22, 120-plus yard run. Longest run was that 54-yard run. Tavon Austin had 2 carries for 17 yards and that rushing touchdown. Prescott had 2 carries for 12 yards. Leading receiver was once again Allen Hurns with only 42 yards today. No receiving touchdowns by anybody. Defensive stats, DeMarcus Lawrence, he had Lawrence had 2.5 sacks. Coney Ely had a sack too. The leader in tackles was Van Der Esch with 5. And so yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and exit out of this, and I'll wrap up the stream here pretty soon. I want to thank everybody for tuning into this other live stream. As far as when I do this again, I'm not 100% sure. Because this coming week, I got a lot of stuff to take care of with writing and some other job stuff. So I might not be able to do another live stream for another week or so, but we'll see what happens. If I have time one of these next nights during the week, I might just go ahead and do it because if I really want to. So let's go ahead and upgrade some players. For Hearns, let's upgrade his catch in traffic. Let's upgrade Zeke's carrying, even though he didn't play this week and he's hurt for the next 4 weeks. Let's upgrade Lawrence's block shedding, even though he's getting plenty of sacks. Let's upgrade Cameron Fleming's run blocking because that's what we really need because we're a running team. Let's upgrade Dak's medium accuracy. Upgrade Van Der Esch's play recognition. Upgrade Lillard's pursuit. Jalen Smith, let's upgrade his awareness. Blake Jarwin, let's upgrade his stiff arm because why not? Ball carrier vision for Swain and continue things to do.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your
So we
points.
are currently
And of course,
9-4.
your
We
points
dropped
will
the
be
Giants
lost
to
when you advance the
3-10. So we're going to go ahead and advance the week. And I think we're going to about wrap up this stream, y'all. Once again, thank you to everybody for tuning in.
Scouting points are earned
Hopefully
every week.
you will
Make sure
see
you
me
use all
again
of your
very
points.
soon.
A
We're
portion
gonna
of your
have
remaining
our
points will be
next
lost
2
when you
games.
advance the week.
The next two games I'm going to stream are against the Oakland Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. 3 games left in the regular season. Have the Raiders, Seahawks, and then we have the Eagles in the final regular season game. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do all of this to get to the playoffs and get a good playoff stadium. I mean, we're going to make the playoffs based on what our record is and what it's looking like in the NFC. We're going to be fine in that department. Unfortunate thing is we're going to have to do this all without Ezekiel Elliott, who will be out probably until at least maybe the divisional or maybe conference championship round of the playoffs, depending on the situation. So, once again, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.